confident, courageous.
Anyway, you have to sit down and
Welcome. My name is Obendakon. Welcome. Please subscribe to this channel. Share the channel with your friends and with your family. Today, we want to talk about friends. Friends. They come in all kind of shapes. They come in all kind of forms. Some could be circular. Some could be triangular. Some could even be trapezoidal. All kind of shapes. But the life that you have now, whether it's good, it's bad, the pain or the happiness that your friends experience over your life, much of it can be traced to the friends that you had. Good friends, bad friends. Your life is very much frustrating because you have associated yourself with evil friends. And if you are very happy with your life now and you have people around you, it's because you have had some good people in your life, people who have wanted you to be successful. Ordinarily, most people are not so much strong to be very truthful and authentic towards the success of another person. Most people are thinking of themselves and what they can do to become successful. So even though they could be your friends, but when it comes to birthday parties, weddings and funerals and things like that, most people would want to give you support. But things that will make you productive, prominent, successful, rich, wealthy, famous, things like that, very few people who you call your friends will be that much committed to it. They will be that much, you're not sure whether they are cold or they are hot, they most people will not do that because most people are driven by what they call jealousy. It's amazing. Or competition. And that's why they malign and reduce you most often in your absence. As sad as it is, this is just part of the realities of life. And that's why most often when you see the people you went to school, from primary school to secondary school to university to co-workers, very few of them would selflessly promote anything that you produce or anything that you come up with. Very few of them will recommend you to places that will elevate you. Very few. If you have any friend around you who does that, you are blessed to have somebody like that who selflessly so much interested in you becoming successful. And can selflessly celebrate your achievement and your victories. Very few people will ever do that. It doesn't matter those that you selflessly help. Maybe it's the nature of people, I don't know. But most people don't have this kind of quality where they are so much selflessly happy and elated to celebrate you and be joyous for you. Very few people will sacrifice for you to become worthy. As a matter of fact, some people are they call themselves friends, friend of yours, but they're not happy when you are even happy. It's amazing. And this is not something that you have to spend your time to worry about. It's just it's just life. And so, but there's something that you can tell yourself that I'm going to be happy for the people I call friends, even for the people you call enemies. You just have to have this quality, because if you don't have that quality, it will be very difficult for you to have success and be happy at the same time. Because the selfish, the self-focused, the jealous ones, the competitive ones, the self-centered ones, even if when they become successful, they don't enjoy the benefit of their success. Why? Because they're always looking at what they don't have, what somebody else have, how much praise they gave to the other person, how much attention the other person got. So friends, you have to be very much intentional. Maybe in your first 20 years, people will come into your life most often. If you don't come from a very strong, well-organized, constructive family background where they teach you who to choose as a friend and who not to choose as a friend. Most people are just obsessed with having friends. Well, every time they want to have somebody around them because maybe they didn't have that. But a lot of your mistakes will come in your first 20 years where people you call friend will screw you most often. And I see that they come a lot after your secondary school, then maybe after even university. People that you will call friends. Especially people who are selfless, people who are genuinely interested in people, they get highly screwed a lot of the times because they think that once they have pure heart for people, people should also be pure towards them. Most people, even if when you sacrifice for them, when you help them, they think that they deserve it. But when it is your turn, they even forget. So my name is Obindak. I'm talking about friends. Life is beautiful with friends, good or even bad. You need friends around you. The only thing is that they can make your life complicated, and sometimes they can put your life in detour just because you listen to a lot of them, and most of them, whether it's intentional or not intentional, will not cover you. They will not cover your mistakes. They will not cover your weakness. They will even look and see if somebody even coming to kill you. They will just they will even be part of the people who want to destroy you. Terrible experiences in life, and especially those who get into business. People you think are your friends will be the ones who screw and who would want even annihilate you. So look for people who are very much confident in who they are, who are very much highly purposeful, and who are selfless, who wants to share, who are not competitive. You have to compete on ideas, on systems, on structures, not on buy a car, you also want to buy a car, buy a house, you want to buy a house, those kind of things. No, we want to change the world. We want to make sure our people get jobs. We want to make sure we create prosperity. These are people who bring these big ideas. Somebody is a friend, they always bring comedy and sports. They never bring any productive wealth creation ideas. Whenever they have any link that can help you, they never share with you. But you share it with them, but they never share it with you. Don't worry about it. Continue to share. Because that's your nature, and that's why you do well anyway. And that's what it's very difficult for you to destroy a man who is constantly sharing and flourishing, because as you are like the river, you flow. So there's always a fresh one coming in, and that is the disposition that you have to take. Most people cannot destroy you because you're fresh. You always keep moving. You share your ideas but don't continue to share your ideas with people who don't value your wisdom. If a friend is around you who does not value your wisdom, don't waste your time on them, because whatever that is a matter of fact, don't waste your time on people who you are selflessly sharing something that you have resource in that will help them, and they are trying to edit it and stop it and try to correct you, and they have no resource in that. You have resource in that, but you are trying to share with them so that they can use it to better their life, and they become antagonistic. Then they won't even fight you and get offended and get hurt because you are trying to share something with them. It goes beyond just you sharing something that will help them. It's more of they're not so much happy with you having that kind of information, and they don't have, with you having that kind of resource and they don't have. So it's conflicting for them to take that kind of thing, maybe that kind of blessing, that kind of information, that kind of knowledge from your friends. A lot of your pains will come from that. A lot of your joys will also come from that. The next stage of your life will come from people like that. Friends, people, connection, network. There is always somebody who will lift you, and there will always be somebody who wants to destroy you. Never forget that, and come. The name that they have given to them is friends. Most hurtful moment of your life will come from people like that. But never feed on those heads. Continue to lift your game up and continue to be open and help people. And be a good friend yourself. Be a good friend yourself. Be somebody who continues to share with others and continue to lift others up. But watch out for the jealous ones, the competitive ones, those who reduce your influence, and those who don't celebrate your achievement. You have something significant in your life, and they are trying to look at the bad side of it. They are not good people. Their heart is poisoned. Sacrifice for people, but look out for people who also sacrifice for you. You are not going to get many of them, but if you get one, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So my name is Obinako. I want to say thank you very much for taking your time to watch this. A lot of your successes will come from friends, and a lot of your miseries will also come from friends. Thank you very much. Confident, courageous.
Anyway, you have to sit down and ask questions.